What's going on? This is Ryan from Technically Well, and I'm checking out the new Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros. Now, you're probably wondering how they compare to the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros and the Apple AirPod Pros. Let's break it all down. Special thanks to the Soundcore team for sending out these earbuds. You'll notice that the Liberty 3 Pro earbuds have a shiny new exterior with golden accents. They have a new internal acoustic architecture which not only brings enhanced sound, but also allows them to reduce the size of the earbuds while still packing in more features. So what's new in the Liberty 3 Pro and how do they compare? You won't be disappointed by the sound quality on any of these earbuds as they all sound great. The Liberty 3 Pros have a slight advantage over the Liberty 2 Pros with a bit more bass and a wider soundscape, but I probably wouldn't notice unless I was specifically comparing the sound between the two. The Liberty 3 Pros achieve high-res audio wireless certification thanks to the inclusion of the LDAC profile, but you'll need a phone that supports LDAC in order to take advantage of it, which is currently limited to certain Android phones. The initial version of the Liberty 2 Pro earbuds did not have LDAC, but the second upgraded version did. The biggest addition to the Liberty 3 Pros in my opinion is the inclusion of active noise cancellation, something that was included with the AirPods Pro, but we didn't get with the Liberty 2 Pros. The Liberty 2 Pros did include Hear ID while listening to music, which customizes the sound to your hearing, but the Liberty 3 Pros take it a step further with Hear ID for the noise cancellation as well. The Soundcore app will test the sound in a noisy environment to customize the best active noise cancellation mode for you. The Liberty 3 Pros add auto pause, so when you remove an earbud, your music pauses automatically. This is something that the Liberty 2 Pros do not have, but the AirPods do. As the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros have active noise cancellation, they are like the Apple AirPods Pros in that they have transparency mode, which allows you to hear what is going on around you without taking the earbuds out. This works well on the Liberty 3 Pros, but it's not quite as natural sounding as the AirPods Pro at letting in all frequencies. The Liberty 2 Pros did not initially have this feature, but was added in the second release, even though they only have passive noise cancellation. The Liberty 3 Pros include an equalizer mode called 3D Surround Sound that tweaks the highs and mids a bit to add more separation between them and create a sort of three-dimensional effect. It's a cool effect, but it's not quite up there with the detail in Apple's spatial audio feature. As mentioned earlier, the Liberty 3 Pros support the LDAC audio format, as well as AAC and SBC. The Liberty 2 Pros didn't have LDAC in the initial release, and instead used aptX, AAC, and SBC, while the Apple AirPods Pro support just AAC and SBC. The Liberty 3 Pros can be paired with two devices at the same time, where the Liberty 2 Pros could only pair to one device at a time. The Apple AirPods have a somewhat similar feature where they automatically switch devices that are signed into the same iCloud account. All three of these earbuds have an Ipx4 rating, which means the earbuds are okay for splashes and sweat, but should not be submerged in water. The Liberty 3 Pros have 6 mics for noise cancellation during a phone call, while the Liberty 2 Pros and the Apple AirPod Pros have 4. Here's an example mic test. This is a test recording of the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pro. This is a test recording of the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro. And this is a test recording of the Apple AirPods Pro. With active noise cancellation turned off, the Liberty 3 Pros can get up to 8 hours of playback on a single charge, while the Liberty 2 Pros get up to 7 hours and the AirPods Pro get up to 4.5 hours. With the charging case, you can get up to 32 hours of total listening time on the Liberty 3 Pro, 35 hours on the Liberty 2 Pro, and 24 hours on the AirPods Pro. The Liberty 3 Pro and Liberty 2 Pro can recharge with a USB-C cable or wireless key charging, while the Apple AirPods Pro use a Lightning cable and wireless key charging. And just a disclaimer that I'm using a pre-release version of the earbuds, so these specs could change in the future. For the latest information and to compare these earbuds with others, head over to my site at technicallywell.com. So if you already have the Liberty 2 Pros, you're probably wondering, should you upgrade to the Liberty 3 Pros? And the answer is, if you're basing it just on sound quality, then maybe. The sound quality is slightly better on the Liberty 3 Pros. I know it's a little more bass and a little wider soundscape, but unless I was listening for it specifically, I probably wouldn't notice a difference. So if you already have the Liberty 2 Pros and you're happy with the sound quality, then you're probably fine not upgrading. However, if you're on a plane or you travel a lot and you need that active noise cancellation, then I would say the upgrade to the Liberty 3 Pros is definitely worth it. The active noise cancellation works really well, probably just as well as my Apple AirPods Pro, and it's even close to my Bose Quiet Comfort. So they definitely be good on a plane for blocking out external sounds, and you get that Hear ID, so if you need to customize the active noise cancellation even further, then you can. Thanks for watching, and if this video helped you out, please consider giving it a thumbs up as it does help out the channel, and be sure to subscribe for future videos.